You're such an asshole.
Another glorious day at assholeconsulting.com, where I, the world's only professional asshole, take your money and then you get my wisdom. A young man writes, and he tells me to be anonymous at the end of it, so I already recorded this, you fucker. And he's, oh, by the way, don't mention anything I mentioned in the email. Like, oh, now you tell me. So, he's a young man from another country, living somewhere in England. He came there 6 years ago to study in college. He has a degree in criminology where he works as a probation officer. He is thinking about getting an advanced degree in a field. Can you see how bland I have to make this? He makes about $50,000 US dollars, 30,000 of which is take home, and he has a month off. He gets a month and a half off each year. So, you Europeans kicking ass as always with your strong work ethic. As the UK economy is in bad shape, I don't think this will be going up anytime soon, as increases are frozen due to budget deficits. They match my pension contributions, which is currently 6% of my salary. So you get a pension. He has about $3,000 in savings. He has no debts, and you send about 1,000 to 2,000 pounds, or what is that, 1,500 to 3,000 US dollars. To your parents back in the foreign country. Your expenses, rent, food, taxes. You don't drive or own your own car to save money. Video games, airplane tickets, and expenses. Partner, I've been with my girlfriend for 3 years now, but though this time we only saw each other when visiting the home country, or she visits you in the UK, and you talk on Skype. We have a relationship when I work at a supermarket. Oh, so she's not a gold digger. She started dating you when you were making very little money. You are compatible in your long-term goals relationship with a child or two. She is going to, in the near future, be living in a one-bedroom apartment with me. She's clever, hardworking, has no debts. My plan is she works 20 to 30 hours a week and help out with things around the house. My brother went to live with his girlfriend back at home. He barely makes ends meet, but is generally a good person. Ate spicy food. My parents are broken in their mid-50s. They live in the house my grandfather built. It is a 3-bedroom house. Oh, so they got a free house. How they fucked this one up, I don't know. Are the baby boomers as fucked up over in that country as they are here? They have no savings. My father works, my mother does not. His salary barely covers the immediate bills. They are unable to pay for dental care or any other treatments to maintain and repair the house. You paid $12,000 so far to change the windows and the doors, as well as put insulation in the house. My parents are likely to get pensions that are not going to cover even 60% of their expenses there. Oh, so they get pensions, huh? Because we don't get pensions in the United States. We get Social Security, but we don't even know if that's coming down the pipe. This is in part due to the currency collapse in 1996 to 1997, which wiped out everyone's savings, and also pension funds were ransacked and the majority of people got swindled. Wait a minute. Pensions 20 years ago? They haven't made a comeback to save money in 20 years? 1996 to 1997? Oh, admittedly, they got screwed. I mean, that should make them work harder or squirrel away money somehow, some other way. They have rigid thinking, are set in their ways. My father grows lots of fruits and vegetables to compensate for the lack of income. Dude, you don't want me to mention, you want this to be anonymous as fuck, then you provide all this detailed information. They live in this town, a small town where salaries average 200 to 300 pounds a month, and goods prices are similar to those in the United Kingdom. The only place where pay is decent is the capital. Well, why didn't they fucking move there? I know, they're stubborn. Basically, the whole country is going to shit. I've talked to them about starting a business, to doing something to support themselves better and make some savings. They tell me we're too old to try new things. Oh, fuck them. It's cute how they think they have an option. Oh, we're just too old. Keep sending us money, son. They are decent parents. No, they're not. And help me get a start in the UK. My father took a big loan to help me start. I paid it all back. Okay, so you paid it all back. You've obviously paid way more in interest to insulate the house and all that. So they're just typical baby boomer lazy fucks, except they're in a foreign country, not the United States. They're non-United States lazy baby boomer fucks. My mom in the last few years has worked at factories with 10-hour night shifts. Okay, 6 days a week and miserable pay, which led her to start drinking and annoying everyone. Oh, why didn't... The jobs are that bad that they don't move. You move. You're part of the European fucking Union. That's why you move. You go to where the jobs are. I'm not yelling at you, I'm yelling at your parents. But now she's drinking, good. So whatever money she's making, she's drinking and pissing it away. When I got my job, I let her quit this job, and she now stopped drinking, is doing better. Oh, good, you're an enabler. Wonderful. Things that are worrying me and my long-term goal. My partner's parents are not doing any better than my parents, but are both working and covering the bills, which means they may become a financial problem. That's not your problem. That's, their own financial problem. That's not your problem. That's their problem. And that's your girlfriend's problem. You better have a heart-to-heart talk with your girlfriend saying, we're not paying for our parents. Fuck them. Right? They are the parents. They should have provided. They are not going to parasite off of us. And if they're going to... Look, if your choice is slavery or you lose your parents and keep your freedom. Because they view you... I mean, I wrote about this in Reconnaissance Man, how this baby boomer generation and the Gen Xers down the road start to view their children as their property. And like, you got to slave away and work for us because we fucked. And I ejaculated inside your mother and out you came. So for that, because your mother spread her legs and I had an orgasm, you owe us your entire life of slavery. That's the mentality that's going on, and especially your parents, but some parents as well, other places. The idea of having to support my parents for 30 years scares me. Yeah, simply don't do it. Don't support your parents. Say, you're doing it on your own. 2, I enjoy my job, but in the long term, ideally, I want to work 3 to 4 days a week as full-time work drains all my energy. Is 37 hours a week. You know, maybe did it occur to you that the country you come from deserves to go to shit if this is your work? You're one of the better ones. And you're bitching and whining about a 37-hour work week? Oh, would you like to work 3 to 4? Oh, you know what? Maybe we can get a government program where we can hire some whores down from, I don't know, Estonia, I don't know, some poor place, Croatia, and they could come up and give you a blowjob while you're working. And then maybe... If the cushion on your chair isn't that comfy, maybe we can we'll have another government program come in and fluff your pillows for you. And you know what? Boy, eating, that takes a lot of effort and energy. You got to pick up your food and you got to put it in your mouth. Maybe you could just sit there like a fat American and just open up your mouth and then have people feed you like you're in a nursing home. Fuck you. Stop being a goddamn pussy. You're going to work 40 fucking hours a week minimum, motherfucker. You come to some other people's country. You're lucky to be making the money you do. You make the damn good salary in a country that necessarily didn't want you there. And you're bitching and whining already about having to work full time. And you'd like to work 3 to 4 hours a day and you're 26? I mean, if you were like 80, I could understand. And you're tired? Get off your fucking ass, stop being a motherfucking pussy, and be grateful for what you got, and go work your motherfucking 40 hours a week. 3, I'm also thinking about purchasing a home in Cambridge, this town, as well as having 1 or 2 children. Oh, so, and you're going to support a 4-person family on you maybe working 3 days a week? No, why don't you hold off on that house to see how it works with you and your girlfriend living together first. Let's do that first, and then worry about purchasing a home and having children later. I mean, your girlfriend would work 20 hours a week, you'd work 3 days a week, you know, and then you just lie around. Maybe you drink a lot of Mountain Dew. Maybe do you want to become a chav? Is that what it is? You want to become a chav? That's what they call it there in the United Kingdom. I think it means trailer trash. I think that'd be the equivalent. That's what we have here. Question, do you have any advice on how to deal with my parents' financial issues? Should I stop helping them? Yeah, stop helping them. They will, and you say, Mom, Dad, I'm not supporting you anymore. I paid you back the loan, I paid for this, the house, and you're going to support yourself. I'm not helping you. And then, that's up to you to deal with. I'm just such an asshole. It's great. I've told my parents, I'm like, I'll let you die in a ditch. I will. And at least you're honest. I'm like, you're on your own. And now they got insurance. They got health care lined up. They know there is no help coming from the kiddies. So at least be honest about it. Don't lead them on. Say, I'm done helping you guys. You're going to have to support yourself. And they're not that old. I mean, you're 26, so they got to be one in their 50s maybe. They got plenty of time. They're too old. They're in their 50s, they're too old, and then I'm tired at 26, what the fuck? I'd love to mention this country, because, dude, you just convinced me I'm never fucking investing in this country. That country, I'm never investing in. I'm not buying property there, I'm not living there. I'm just picturing a bunch of sloths walking around in mud. 2, should I try to buy a house as soon as possible? Fuck no. I don't like moving and plan to have children. The area is decent, but I'm afraid a housing crash as our properties and rent is quite high. Yeah, just wait until you need the house, then worry about that. Right now, there's no reason for you to. Should I keep this job? It is secure and I enjoy it, but the pay is unlikely to increase. Dude, shut the fuck up and be thankful for what you got. How much should I pay? I totally undercharged you for this. I just kind of looked and surveyed it. You're spoiled rotten. Are you sure you're not from Edina? Edina's this preppy little suburbanite white swipple. Well, actually, it's the old school money. Back when I was here in Minneapolis, Edina, that's where all the rich girls came from. Now it's moving out to the Wayzata. Are you sure you're not from, like, you know, Luxembourg or Monaco? Are you guys like, oh, we're the Monaco of Central Europe? Give us everything. Oh my gosh, I'm just so tired. I can't work. Anyway, I hope that helps out, and I hope to God you learn your lesson about work ethic, and so do your parents as well. Toodles.